So many parents are struggling with raising emotionally healthy children. It's hard to know what to do when your kids are upset or having a hard time. In this video, I'm going to share some of my best tips for how you can raise a resilient and emotionally strong child. Hi, my name is Dr. Todd, and I'm a parent just like you. And if there's one thing I've learned in all my years of being a parent, it's that the key to raising a happy and successful child is by teaching them skills that will enable them to be emotionally strong and resilient. In this video, I'm going to share with you the 3 secrets to doing just that, so stay tuned. You want to know how to build real self-esteem in your children? How to raise happy, emotionally strong, and resilient children? Many people think self-esteem comes from positive praise, like compliments, high achievements, or how we're seen by others. In fact, there's been a lot of theories on self-esteem over the decades, but one prominent theory has been that our view of ourselves or our self-esteem comes from having other people think positively of us. I can tell you that that's not it. It doesn't come from praise. It doesn't come from compliments or accomplishments. I know some of the most high-achieving people in the world. I've worked with celebrities, professional athletes, and people with unbelievable wealth that are miserable and don't think positively of themselves. So self-esteem must come from something else. I want to give you a different theory on self-esteem. When I do something really difficult, meaning that when I cope with something, I will inherently feel really proud of myself. So for example, doing videos like this right now are sort of naturally uncomfortable to me. But I'm making myself do it because this is important to me. So when I do this, when I'm facing something difficult, when I'm facing my fears or potential failure, it's hard, but I'm doing it. And when I'm doing something difficult, I'm coping. And when I cope, I like who I am. I feel proud of myself. But when I avoid, I don't feel good about myself. And that can be avoiding anything. So for kids, it can be avoiding difficult things like algebra or homework or anything. The rule of thumb is that when we cope, we feel good about who we are. And when we avoid, we feel poorly about who we are. Think of the last time that you did something that took some courage. How did you feel about yourself in that moment? Comment below and let me know. You know, I've asked people in this situation in groups many times over the years, and we get these universally similar responses. When you ask people to think about the last time you did something that took courage, or that required you to face something that was difficult, when you ask them how they felt about themselves, the words people use are always something similar to the word strong. Like they feel strong, they feel capable, they like themselves, they approve of themselves. When you think about the last time you chickened out on something that you avoided that was difficult. Now this could be anything. It could be a confrontation with somebody. It could be work, just anything you avoided. How did you feel about yourself? When we ask this of groups of people, they all say the same thing. And they use the word weak or something like that. So when we cope, we feel strong. And when we avoid, we feel weak. Self-esteem is a matter of coping and avoidance. So to build self-esteem in your children, or to build happy, emotionally strong, and resilient kids, it's okay to give them compliments and praise, but don't kid yourself and think that's going to give them self-esteem. So the 3 secrets of helping your children be emotionally strong and resilient are: 1, remember that it's not about praise, and there's no amount of adulation that's going to give them self-esteem. Number 2, help them develop real self-esteem by requiring them to do difficult things, to cope with things that they would rather avoid. We might call this grit, or we call it perseverance, but when it comes down to it, it's a matter of being able to face difficulties and cope with them. People often ask me, is there any common thread you see in kids that you've worked with over the years? And I would say the common thread I see, it's a lack of coping skills, a lack of resilience, an inability to do difficult things. So many of our kids nowadays are so avoidant. Number 3, the last secret of helping your children be emotionally strong and resilient is that when your kids do difficult things, when they cope, turn their attention inward so they're not just focusing on your approval. Help them see their own self-approval. It's when they feel their own self-approval, their own pride for being brave and coping, that's when they truly feel good about who they are. We want to take our kids and turn them inward so they can feel and appreciate their own approval when they cope. Hey, I've got a free ebook for you. It'll really help you in your parenting. Just click the link below in the video description and start changing your family dynamics for the better today.